Hey everybody, this is Dr. Angel with the Alternative Health Food Store coming to you live again from the American Medical Naturopathic Association Conference. Just got done with a lecture on essential oils, which you know we love those at the Alternative Health Food Store. So essential oils, for those of you who don't know, are super concentrated aromatic compounds that have been distilled and extracted from plants. That's the definition there. What has happened recently, though, is scientists have discovered wide-ranging effects on our health due to these wonderful substances inside the essential oils called odorants. So more than 50 odorants have been discovered recently that can help things from sleep, anxiety, blood pressure, you kind of name it. So oils can be applied to the skin, they can be inhaled through a diffuser, or they can be ingested. Although I would like to caution you, if you are going to ingest some oils, you want to make sure that it's an oil that's for that purpose. For instance, Young Living has a line called the Vitality oils that are specifically for ingesting. So just keep that in mind. Now, if you went to PubMed, which is a place where you find all the medical research that is done on everything you can think of, for instance, like curcumin and stuff like that, there are 18,000 studies on essential oils. So this is something that is really popular and really helpful for people. The main uses we're finding for medicinal uses of the essential oils are for infections, skin conditions, and mental and emotional issues. So the lady, when she was talking to us, what she talked about is some real specific kind of things we can use. For instance, thyme, clove, and cinnamon have shown in these studies to be extremely good for respiratory infections, including strep. And then oregano and thyme actually is good for an UTI, which I thought was really interesting because what happens is E. coli, which is where we get these UTIs, it has a hard covering over the top of it, actually all around it, that's called a biofilm. And so what oregano and thyme do is they break down that biofilm so that you can get that UTI from going. The research also shows that cinnamon and thyme is good for MRSA. By the way, are you seeing a theme here? Thyme is really good for us. Lemongrass, cinnamon, patchouli, and vetiver are great for candida. Rosemary is stress-related for psychological issues. It improves mood, cognition, and memory. And if you've ever cooked with rosemary, it just makes you feel good to smell it. I love rosemary. This was really interesting about coriander. You can inhale coriander for 21 days, and it increases the spatial memory formation in Alzheimer's patients. So what that means is a lot of time Alzheimer's patients don't know where they're at. You know, like when you see those silver alerts and they're out driving around, they don't know how to get home. So coriander, inhaling that for 21 days shows significant difference in people with Alzheimer's. That to me was amazing. Geranium is another interesting one. In patients who had just had a heart attack, giving them geranium oil, just two sniffs of it, greatly reduced their anxiety. Now, when lavender, orange, and bergamot were inhaled for 30 minutes twice a week for 8 weeks, it lowered depression. What was interesting about this study is even 10 weeks after they inhaled that lavender, orange, and bergamot, they were still having lower depression. So those effects stayed with them that long. Now, many of you know that it can be effective for lice as well. And so in the comments of this, I'm actually going to put in a lice shampoo recipe that she gave us. That would be really great. If you don't want to buy the shampoo, if you want to make it yourself, I'm going to put that in the comments. So a lot of people are like, I don't even know where to start. They walk into the store and they say, I know my friends tell me to take essential oils, but I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to give you a list of 5 that are a good place to start, and then you can go from there. Thyme, obviously, thyme's good for everything. It's good for a disinfectant if you're cleaning your house. It also supports the respiratory system. Peppermint is really good. It boosts alertness, and it helps with headaches. At work, if any of us get headaches, we always immediately put peppermint. You can put it behind your neck, here. I like to put it right here. Lavender, a lot of people love lavender for sleep. Bergamot, it reduces the stress hormone cortisol within 15 minutes of smelling it, which I have crazy high cortisol levels, so I'm going to start doing that soon. Chamomile is anti-inflammatory and also helps with sleep. So thyme, peppermint, lavender, bergamot, and chamomile, those are good ones to start with. Of course, you can look, we have hundreds, so you can look through them all and smell them and see which ones you like the best. And if you need any more help, as I mentioned before, we are getting a Zyto machine. So you can come in, we can set you up an appointment to use that Zyto machine, and it will tell you exactly which oils you need for your body. So come by the store, see us, and we're excited about all this information.